And hey guys, welcome back to the Northeast Florida Surf Fishing Forecast for September 15th through the 17th. If you saw my video update on Saturday, you saw how rough it was. So with all the catches that were at the beginning of this video, most of them were caught in the inlet and in the river. So the surf was quite unfishable over the weekend. So our normal surf fishermen guys, they had to hit the river or fish inside the inlets, guys. But the fish are still there. This was taken in Ponte Vedra early this morning. As you can see, 3 to 5 foot surf still. And the water's a little brown. If you keep watching, I have video from this afternoon and the water's actually getting better. So hopefully in the next few days, you'll get out there and fish. As you saw, the sinker guy, you need to get some of his sputniks because that's going to be needed. This entire week and into the weekend, it's going to be quite rough. It's going to get worse on Saturday and Sunday. But pretty much all week, you're looking at 2 to 4 foot swells. We got all kinds of storms out there sending swells this way, and onshore winds that have been bringing in the swells. So it's that time of year, guys, where we get northeasters and all kinds of strong onshore winds. The good news is there's plenty of bait around still. There's still mullet in the surf and plenty of sand fleas. Tons of sand fleas in Ponte Vedra and in Jack's Beach, so the fish are eating them. But let's get on to the forecast. For Tuesday, you got winds east-northeast 8 to 12, surf 3 to 5 foot still. You got a high tide at 6:51 a.m. in the morning and a low tide at 1:05 p.m. in the afternoon, and then you got incoming the rest of the afternoon. Then on Wednesday, you got light and variable winds switching over to the northeast at 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Surf, once again, 3 to 4 foot. You got a high tide at 7:44 a.m. in the morning and a low at 1:59 p.m. in the afternoon. Then incoming until dark. Thursday, this is where the wind picks up again. Southeast 15 to 20 with higher gusts. Surf 2 to 3 foot increasing to 4 foot. You got a high at 8:37 a.m. in the morning and a low at 2:52 p.m. in the afternoon. If it was up to me, it looks like Tuesday, tomorrow, and Wednesday would be the best days to surf fish. If you can fish the outgoing tide, fish the lower tide so you can fish in the trough. This is the video from this afternoon. And the water, even though it's rough, I mean, big surf coming in from the storm that was out there hitting Bermuda. The water is actually decent, guys. So the fish will be there if you can fish on the low tide. If not, you can hit the inlets, fish the rocks where you might have a little bit of shelter, or fish inside the inlets, Volano, Little Talbot, Fort Clinch. There are tons of fish. Right now, the bait of choice are the mullet. The trout, red, Spanish, flounder, jacks, tarpon, sharks, and bluefish are all eating the mullet. So if you can, bring a net. Inches of water, guys. The mullet are in inches of water. It does get a little bit trickier when it's rough like this, but if you go early enough in the morning, the mullet will still be into suds. So that's a good thing. And if you need sand fleas, they're there as well. I would suggest going to Jack's Beach because Jack's Beach is absolutely loaded with sand fleas right now. It's one of the best years I've seen probably in the last 10 years for the amount of sand fleas. So hopefully this translates into a phenomenal whiting and pompano run this fall. And this was a big school of sand fleas I took right next to the pier, took a video of. Tons of them. Nice size ones. And speaking of the pier, they started working on the next section, so they're a little bit over halfway out now from what they tell me. So progress is being made, guys. And if you have fish bites, don't forget the whiting and pompano are eating those as well as the black drum. So that's a good thing. And then the river, the shrimping is still going strong, as well as the flounder, trout, and red. So if you have a kayak, get out there. And if you don't, check out my buddy Joe. Set him up fishing charters. Check out his page, like it, give him a call. He's a great fisherman. He'll put you on the fish. He just recently set up his charter business, but he's been catching fish for years, guys. I met him on the pier a while ago, and he's a heck of a fisherman. Here's his number. Give him a call and get out there right now while the flounder are chewing. He would appreciate it, and so would I. Another thing, guys, if you haven't picked up the fishing lines that's made by the FWC, and if you are a beginner, this is an excellent book. If you don't have one, here you go. You call that number or go online and they'll send you one. But the thing is, it literally has everything you need to know about fishing in Florida. Let me get to the, goes through all the proper catch and release techniques, the type of hooks that are used, dehooking tools, handling fish, how to vent the fish. This is, and it's free, guys. It's our taxpayer dollars at work, and it's free. But the cool thing is, has the basics, everything they suggest you should bring. It has the knots, the different types of knots. Uni knot, clinch knot, end loop knot, Albright special. Then it talks about the different tackle that's used, the different fishing rigs. So when you hear somebody saying, hey, we're using a Carolina rig or a float rig, you can understand, you can put a picture to it. Then it goes on to tell how to clean the fish if you don't know how. And in the back of it, it has all the fish species. And the real helpful one is the sharks. It tells you how to identify each shark, which I have a problem identifying them without looking at something. I'm not a shark guy, so I definitely need this. But it's pretty cool, guys. I keep it with me. I pick up a few at a time. That way I can hand them out to people when I see them. Just little things that help to identify each different fish. Like with the mullet, did y'all know there were two different mullets? You got the striped mullet, also known as a black mullet. And then you got the fantail mullet. That's the guy we see in the surf right now. This black mullet is the one you usually find in the creeks. And it just goes on. But then at the back, it has all the numbers you need to call. If you have to call, like their fish kill hotline, you find a bunch of dead fish, give them a call. They'll send somebody and figure out what's going on. Even the nice one is angler tag return. Might win some money if you catch a tagged fish, guys. And then it has each office for each region. So you don't have to Google it, you just open up the book. I hope that helps, guys. I just try to help. I like to help y'all out and make things easy. And if you haven't, join our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel. But daily we have fishing reports on our Facebook page, guys. Local guys in the Northeast Florida area. So check us out.